Chicken, cheese, and beer. Yeah. We're having the Brood play right now. You coming in? Okay. We got DJ DeBruce joining us this evening. And we're also awaiting Danny McSquare. So stay tuned to the Space of Place radio program. And we're wanting to welcome you all back to listening to the Spaces of Place radio program with St. Louis Steve, broadcasting to you live from the University of Missouri in St. Louis out of the Millennium Student Center.
That is true.
Right.
Yes.
And co-pilot this evening, we got
DJ D. Bruce.
Hey. What's happening? In the meantime, I have some fresh jazz that I just got in the mail today, and it's from Kate Smith Promotions, our wonderful jazz source here at the U. And we've got an artist named Vivian Lee. Let's talk about love.
Okay.
There are so many faces of love that can be explored, and let's talk about love as a journey through those many facets. Beginning love, all-encompassing love, the love of a child, and love of self. Yes, and even selfish love that comes back to bite you in the butt.
Didn't see that one coming. It's true, though.
As a friend of mine was using this term lately, you're a grown-ass man, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, I don't know if you ever heard that. It's like grown-ass. What is it? I guess it's okay for me to say. But
a little bit too late now.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's one of those words that I can't say. So, but yeah, what kind of terminology is a grown-ass man? You know, but come back to bite you. So, I don't know for sure if the CD player is going to work. It's got power and it's got the track lined up, but I don't know if it's actually going to play. Let's
give it a try.
Keep our fingers crossed, and if not, I got my laptop that we can fall back and use my CD player on that to play this. But this first tune is called "Wives and Lovers." Ooh, wow. And Vivian Lee, off of her new release called Let's Talk About Love.
All right.
Little girl, comb your hair, fix your makeup. Soon he will walk through the door. Don't think because there's a ring there on your finger, you needn't try anymore. For wives should always be lovers too. Run to his arms the moment he comes home to you. I'm warning you. Day after day, there are girls at the office, and men will always be men. Don't send him off with your hair rolled up in curlers. You may not see him again. For wives should always be lovers too. Run to his arms the moment he he's almost here. Little girl, better wear something very pretty, something you'd wear to go to the city. Then dim all the lights, pour the wine, start the music. Time to get ready for love. Time to get ready. Time to get ready, time to get ready for love.
Well, are you ready for love?
Yeah, possibly. After hearing that song, though, I might be, definitely.
Yeah, this Vivian Lee is a really talented artist here. What are we learning about her over here?
Well, I'm partial to veterans, so she, her family, she grew up in a military family, and she did 20 years.
Wow.
And as I said
That's
before,
more than a stint.
right. And looking at it, she got a whole lot of experience going around the world doing her thing. So she's been all over the place, man. And she has a huge collection of musicians that she's worked with and people that she plays with now. Like, this is impressive.
Yeah. Well, we have some really good tunes lined up on this new CD of hers. Let's talk about love. Mm-hmm. But before we do too much talking about love, let's hear the song about Before We Fall in Love. Maybe that will give us a little guidance about what's going to happen. Maybe it's sort of like some stipulations. Hey, now before we fall in love, you got to first tell me that you're going to take me out to dinner and
deal with the stipulations.
Yeah. And then, then you also got to, no.
Don't say that.
So here we go, Before We Fall in Love.
Don't say a word, don't move at all. Let's catch ourselves before we fall. We're on the brink, so let's be sure of knowing just where we're going. The truth is, we have both been here before, been caught in love's revolving door. So if we can, let's take our time and get it right. Not just tonight, for when your lips are close to mine, when I can almost taste your kiss. How can we stop and draw the line? It isn't easy when it feels like this. If it's all it's meant to be, so right for you, so right for me. Let's drop our guard with no holds barred to what we're dreaming of. Let's rush into each other's arms before we fall in love. For when your lips are close to mine, when I can almost taste your kiss, how can we stop and draw the line? It isn't easy when it feels like this. So if it's all it's meant to be, so right for you, so right for me. Let's drop our guard with no holds barred to what we're dreaming of. Let's rush into each other's arms before we fall once and for all in love. Let's fall in love. We can fall in love. In love.
Okay, isn't that nice? Miss Lee has played with such notable musicians as bassist Bill Douglas and bukaneka drummers and all kinds of pianists and trumpeters, alto sax Jeff Clayton. Yeah, so she's assembled a top-notch ensemble of players from the area out in Sacramento. And I wanted to mention something interesting about her. She is actually a Sammy Award winner. the 2000 SAMI, Sacramento Area Music Awards. Miss Lee is also an active promoter of jazz in the Sacramento area, in contacting and arranging venues in the area to create a budding jazz scene. You know, that's what I like to do here in St. Louis. You know, let that music take root and grow. You know, so we've got some really good jazz here in St. Louis too. So we're gonna have to marry up the Sacramento scene and get the Sammy and a Slammy and a Whammy and a Tammy and a Jammy, whatever it is to get all this, to keep this jazz flowing, you know.
Yeah, it's I think it needs to be heard by more of the younger crowd, just in the fact that it's where a whole lot of the music started. So they wonder where all of these great voices came from and how things evolved. It all evolved from jazz.
Right, yeah. It's such a wonderful sound, you know. I mean, if you're having one of those days and, you know, it just somehow just can bring you out of your funk, you know.
Yeah. Or mellow you out.
Or it could actually bring you into the funk.
So are we. So let's spend the summer together.
Yeah.
Listen to us in the MSC, around campus on 1620 AM, or online everywhere at www.umsleradio.com.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so listen to us this summer. We've got some really good stuff coming before the fall semester.
Whether you're playing volleyball at the beach, lounging by the pool, vacationing overseas, or doing nothing in your living room, put us on in the background this summer. Always the U.
Come on. Yeah.
The U. Are you ready?
Yes, I think I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we want to keep it spinning. I think, did Heavy D come into the house?
He's back there sitting at the table.
Oh,
He's making it
okay.
happen.
Yeah, we've got Heavy D in the house this evening too, and we are still anxiously awaiting Danny McSquare. So the mystery guest that's coming in. So I'll be wondering what he's got up. So let's keep spinning some more of this Vivian.
Yeah, she's great, man.
Yeah, some other
sound.
time. Huh? Okay, that's the next one. That sounds good, but let's see. How about some other time? We'll play some other time, huh? I want to hear The Secret Love. I want to know more about The Secret Love.
Yeah, that sounds
Tell me
really
about
good.
that. You know, it's kind of fun to have somebody that you're meeting on the side, huh?
That's your very own.
Yeah, so here we go with Secret Love.
Once I had a secret love that lived within the heart of me. All too soon, my secret love became impatient to be free. So I told a falling star the way that dreamers often do, just how wonderful you are, and why I'm so in love with you. Now I shout it from the highest hill. I even told the golden daffodils. Now my heart's an open door, and my secret love's no secret anymore. Once I had a secret love. It lived within the heart of me. All too soon, my secret love. He became impatient to be free. So I told that falling star the way that dreamers often do. I told them just how wonderful you are and why I am so in love with you. Now I shout it from the highest hill. I even told that golden daffodil. Now my heart's an open door, and my secret love's no secret. Secret love's no secret. My secret love's no secret anymore.
Wow, okay, you let the cat out of the bag, huh, Vivian?
Yeah, she did. She did.
Yeah, so I was wondering, I was looking to find, hey, are these her songs? Did she write them? I was like, no, I'm finding in the credits that, it's a variety of super performers. That first one we played, Wives and Lovers, was a Burt Bacharach tune, and this had John Clayton, and that last Secret Love song was with Sammy Fain. So basically, let's talk about love. It has many faces and angles and plots and twists. And so she decided to explore some of those many aspects of love. There's new love that is exciting and gives you butterflies. You ever get the butterflies?
I haven't got those in a long time.
Except for when you did that belly bomber the other night.
Yeah, that hurt.
That wasn't so much a butterfly. It was more like a...
Heartburn.
Yeah. But that crush that we all have experienced, that selfish side of love, you experience all that kind of stuff, and
That comes with life.
and of course that downside of trying love again and it not working, but there's that joy of watching a child grow up and loving someone so much and realizing there's not enough hours in the day to spend together. Yeah, that's really cool when you want to just be with that person all the time, and hang out with them,
Yeah.
And finally, there is the love of self and knowing that who you are is just who you should be. But with so many songs out there, she had to go on this hunt to find the songs that spoke to her heart and told the stories that she wanted to tell. The ups and downs of it all, and well as the side roads to the trails that this funny thing called love can take. So, what a great idea to put this CD together. Vivian Lee, we really appreciate that we had received this fresh jazz from Kate Smith Promotions, and we're play another one of these tunes, and we'll probably shift gears and maybe play some more Vivian either next week or soon. So let me look here. You want to pick the next tune, DJ
Sure.
DeBruce?
Sure. Let me see. I don't know. I'm kind of
Which
vexed.
one jumps out at you?
I got The Man I Love, and then there's Out of Nowhere. So, I kind of like to be surprised. So, Out of Nowhere.
What
Let's try
track is that?
Number 8.
Okay, we go with Vivian Lee.
came to me from out of nowhere. You took my heart and found it free. Wonderful dreams, wonderful schemes from nowhere. Make every hour sweet as a flower to me. If you should go back to your nowhere, leaving me with a memory, I'll always wait for your return out of nowhere, hoping you'll bring your love to me. Nowhere. You took my heart and found it free. Wonderful dreams, wonderful schemes from nowhere. Make every hour sweet as a flower to me. If you should go back to your nowhere, leaving me with a memory, I'll always wait for your return out of nowhere, hoping you'll bring your love, hoping you'll bring your love, hoping you'll bring your love to me.
Yeah. Wow, out of nowhere. Good pick.
Hey, I do my best. I do my best.
Wow. I think we got to do at least one more. Why don't we let Danny McSquare, who just joined us, pick one of the tunes?
There you go, sir.
Let's see if he picks one we haven't played, though.
Okay.
By the way, Danny McSquare, Join in Space is the place.
Yay, welcome back.
Excited to be back. Lobbying the powers that be to bring back the Danny McSquare show. I've got some things I'm going to bring on to the show here, but right now, flying by the seat of my pants, who is this? This is Kate Smith Promotions. This is Jazz Fox. Is that who this is?
Vivian Lee.
Vivian Lee. Okay.
Yeah.
Vivian Lee.
Off of her new album, Let's Talk About Love.
Okay. And you can find her on vivianleejazz.com.
Right.
Let's see. I'm a big fan of long, drawn-out jazz tunes. I'm a big fan of Miles Davis. So What, I think, is one of the greatest tunes of all time.
Most definitely.
So, with that in mind, I'm shooting in the dark here because I unfortunately am not very familiar. We're gonna go with "Didn't We" track 9.
Oh, okay.
On Space is the Place. The U.
This time we almost made the pieces fit. Didn't we? This some sense of it. Didn't we? This time I have the answers right here in my hand. And I touched it, and it had turned to sand. This time we almost sang our song in tune. Didn't we? This time we almost made it to the moon. Didn't we? This time we almost made our poem rhyme. This time we almost made that long, hard climb. Didn't we almost make it this time? This time we almost sang our song in tune. Didn't we? This time we almost made it to the moon. Didn't we? This time we almost made our poem rhyme. And you know, this time we almost made that long, hard climb. Didn't we almost make it?
Yeah.
Very
Wow.
nice. Great pick. Great pick.
You know, I can't take all the credit. I have to give the credit to Vivian Lee. I mean, that's a longing jazz song that makes you think of a lost love or something. Like, and that jazz tune had space in between it for you to think and really enjoy the tune and the music and really be introspective. A lot of jazz has fast trombone or fast trumpet or saxophone, and there's not enough time to think. This tune just allows you to breathe in the moment, and man, I guess I just threw a dart at the dartboard and I hit a bullseye. That is an outstanding tune. That was Didn't We by Vivian Lee.
Yeah, now it's saying Jimmy L. Webb originated that tune, so I'm going to have to check out Jimmy Webb.
So maybe he wrote it?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
but it was interesting how you kind of like were drawing a correlation to Miles Davis with like an old So What kind of tune, and bringing that in, you know. Yeah, and it is true. That would be a good tune to be dancing with the wife to after having a couple glasses of wine. Or bottles, I mean.
yeah, that's one way to interpret it, and that's the way that I originally interpreted it listening to the song. But, like, you know, towards the end, it gets really slow, and she drops the "Didn't We" just kind of on its own, and it's almost like a sad song where you're like, you know, you're speaking to a lost love, like, didn't we have a chance? Didn't we love each other? That kind of thing. So
yeah, and in your memories and your feelings, thinking about things. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that a lot.
Yeah. So, where do we go from here? I think we're going to want to revisit Vivian Lee within either next week's coming up, and I'll try to contact Kate Smith and see if she'd be willing to have Vivian Lee call in and join us on the air and have her tell us about her Sammy and what's going on in the Sacramento scene. This person really seems like she's pushing jazz out on the West Coast. So if we could kind of draw the gap of West Coast and St. Louis, it brings jazz artists together more, and who knows, it pick up more listeners and more gigs, you know.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks a lot for having Vivian Lee tonight. So, are you getting ready to take off, DJ DeBruce?
Unfortunately, something something did come up, but you know.
Okay, something better, huh? Came along.
No,
Well, somebody
but never
invites
say
you
that.
out for a steak dinner.
Well, since you have the big, you know, what is that? Drinking with the Saints. You know, other things happen, and I have to try to put my feelers out there for some things.
And see, normally I would have the show go longer, but I do have to make sure I get out of here by 7:15. So we're going to just keep playing on the show, and Danny McSquare's just going to have free reign, and he's got all kinds of stuff going. I'm sure that he could just sit back and fly himself to the moon if he wants to.
that is true. That is true. Now I will, you know, try to keep the jazz theme going tonight. I'm a huge fan of jazz. I came into tonight prepared to play a couple of jazz tunes, but we can just keep the jazz gravy train rolling. I do have some shenanigans planned for today as well, outside of the world of jazz. It wouldn't be a Danny McSquare show appearance within Spaces the Place without some shenanigans. So there will be some shenanigans a little later, but we're going to keep the jazz train going because it's possibly the most unappreciated form of art today.
Definitely, I agree with that. But if you get some of the vocalists that do jazz, like their range for the things that they can do is impressive, to say the least. So that's why I'm always for it anytime that I hear it.
Yeah. Hey, now I do want to mention something here. It'll shift off of jazz. You know, jazz is super. I love jazz.
Yep.
But I love music and I love people. But I just now see I've been out in the country for a while, so I'm enjoying a nice, peaceful. And I made it back this evening in time for the show and stuff. But so I just now was able to check my email, Facebook stuff, and this buddy of mine says, got an extra ticket for the Pretenders, can you come? And it's like, what? I thought that was last night. And it's like, well, I didn't even see it till now. And it's like, oh, shucks, I just got this. And I sent it to him. And if I was in town last night, I would have been able to go see the Pretenders.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the Pretenders?
You know, I'm not 100% familiar with them or their work, so I would hate to venture an opinion on something that...
oh, okay. I thought maybe it was sort of through your era of music enjoyment. When were they most popular? Well, Chrissy Hine. Does that ring a bell?
You know.
Okay, that's fine. I know. Sometimes I'm in a different generation of music. I know, but it's not like it's old classic rock or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Chrissy Hine is the lead female vocalist of a rock band, and she's in the middle of the road. It's a Chain Gang, all kinds of. There's songs that they have done that I know. It's like, oh, I didn't know.
Maybe
they got a lot of radio time on KSHE and not so much KDHX, but a lot of the more pop rock kind of stations would play the Pretenders.
Okay. Well, maybe we have time for a game. Does Danny McSquare know that Pretenders song? And we could just fire them off like 5, 6, 8 in a row. I'll turn around or something, and I'll just hear it in my headphones, and I'll know it or I won't know it.
Okay.
And
Well,
we'll go from there.
Well, why don't we just go ahead and cue this up and let it play? And here we've got something here.
You guys make me want to stay. Just knowing that
this
that
is
sounds
fun. Isn't it? Now, if I start playing this song, you'll either say, "Yeah, I've heard it before," while it's still playing, or what?
Yeah,
and then we'll let it play, or what?
Yeah. So how many? And I'm looking away from
and how many
from
beats? Or what?
Yeah, we should vet this out. We're gonna do maybe 5 or 6 songs, and how many do I have to get before I have to get kicked off the island? Right. So maybe we'll start the first song and give me 15 seconds, and then if I don't know it, that's a negative point for our hero Danny McSquare.
Okay. So here we go. Oh, our Jazzler's kind of buffering. It's like thinking. Here we go. Bear with us.